And so we have here who's on. I see Jessica. Okay, so I'll just say it, I guess. Jessica's on here. Jessica's joining from San Angelo. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Michelle is joining from Abilene?
Plainview.
Plainview. Okay. And that's in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
The one that says Anthony's phone, that's Rennie. Hi.
Yes. Hi.
I
have my little one next to me. Sorry.
Oh, nice. She can watch. That's in Burleson, like 30 minutes from me. And then Audrina, she's over here, works in Fort Worth, but I don't remember where exactly she lives.
Fort Worth, Texas.
In Fort Worth too? Okay. And then Toy just joined us on Thursday. Hi. And you live?
Hi. I'm in Dallas.
Dallas. All right. And who's over here that says Noni? Is this Debbie?
Debbie,
that's my
yes.
mom, Debbie.
And where are you from? You're in Oklahoma?
More.
Oklahoma, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We do have other team members in other states. Some of our East Coast girls, 9 o'clock is kind of late. I know Julia is in Pennsylvania, and so it's 10 for her. And then we have Bridget, who I think she's in Louisiana, and she works nights. And so she'll watch the recording. And so it's just fun. It's fun to get on. We were trying to do this twice a month, and summer just got really busy. I think now that kids are back in school and our routines are kind of back to what they usually are, we might be able to do twice a month again. But this is a nice way to kind of get to know each other. I know it was fun when we just had conference in July, and we all get together for, those that are going. And it just feels like we really know each other, even though for a lot of us it was the first time meeting in person. But these Zoom calls kind of helped us feel like we already knew each other because we see our faces once or twice a month. So anyway, we're going to talk about September. We're going to talk about booking parties, ways to party, party scripts, because you really don't have to invent your posts and pictures. We share all that stuff. And then this free trip that I earned for next week that we're praying about. They're planning again a trip to the Bahamas. It's not a cruise next year. It's a stay. It's probably like a 5-day stay or something like that at Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. And so we're going to talk just a little bit about that because we'll be hearing details probably in the next couple weeks on anyone who wants to earn a free trip with 31. I earned my first one this spring, so it can happen. Let's talk September specials. This flyer is on 31 today. You can download it. I saved mine to my iBooks. You can download it to your iBooks so you can just pull it up really fast. Am I backwards to you?
No.
Oh, okay. To me, I am. I guess I just see myself in a mirror. I get mine auto shipped to me. So if you know that you're going to be partying, my husband's talking to the dog. If you know you're going to be partying and need to send these out to like hostesses or you're having in-person parties, you can get a pack of 25 of these each month automatically sent to you. And I think it's $3.50, I believe is the price. And they send them to us. Is it a month? It's a month and a half. So I think I just got October. But anyway, otherwise you can just print and save it to your phone or save it to your laptop. But these are the flyers that tell you what the customer special is, and then the back tells you what the hostess special is. Let me show you for those that haven't seen the products yet, the ones that are on sale. So this Zip Top Organizing Utility Tote is one of our most popular products. It's the smaller size of our totes, but it's patented. When I first joined, it wasn't. It was patent pending. Now it's patented, which means other companies cannot copy our exact design. So we have the 3 pockets in the front, or I guess that would be the back. 2 pockets in the front because here is where you put the personalization, and then the 2 mesh pockets. What they added a couple years ago was the top, because it used to be there was no top. And what's neat with this top, the way they sewed the edges, is it will lay flat if you don't need to close it. But if you do, there's a zipper, and it'll keep all your things inside. Two things that fit. So I always like to try to bundle my products, whether I'm doing an online party or in person. I always show my products in bundles because people like to see what goes well with, each other. So two things that I like to bundle with this is the fold-in file. Let me grab one to show you.
Noise.
Sound like she said the Zout, huh? That's the Zout. So this is the fold-in file. Mine is full right now. It just has
Somebody, did you do it?
business supplies in here. But this fits perfectly down inside. So like people that, like teachers or people that need their mobile office with them, this is one nice way to keep their papers organized inside of we call it the Zout, the zip top organizing utility tote. It fits really perfect in there with a little bit of space on either side. And then the other new one that also fits, that's also on sale, is the Super Swap It Pocket. So this one's a little bit thinner than the fold-in file, so it will give you room inside to put other things. But this is the other thing that's on sale this month. I don't want everything to fall out. So they're both $10. So the way the sales work is when your customers spend $35, for every $35 they spend, they can choose one of the sales. So if they spend $70, they can get two things on sale. So this one is actually the size of a zipper pouch. The zipper pouches that come in the enrollment kit. And I don't have any with me right now. They're all in the living room. But anyway, it's the size of a zipper pouch. So you can sell it as two zipper pouches, plus the inside space. And then, I don't know if you can see, there's elastic pockets back down in there. Can you see those?
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah, so there's pockets, and there's even a space for a pen, 2 pens.
I have
And it
gone
has handles. So this looks really well inside the tote. They made this one because we have a smaller one that fits in the purses. So they made this one to fit in either the bigger purses, the totes like the Cindy tote, or the zip top. So anyway, those are the two things that are on sale for customers. And this is a really big sale. It's 70% off. So they spend $35, they can get it for $10. That's a really good sale. Like everybody takes the sale this month. There are months that most people are like, no, I don't need that product when they buy something. But this is one of the months where I don't have specials left over. Like everyone takes one of the sale products when they get to $35, which makes for really good parties and makes for good paychecks, right? And the one that's on sale for hostesses. So the hostesses, when they get to $600, they get to choose if they want to buy the hostess special. This month it's the Quick Cinch Thermal. So this one's new. And it's a really lightweight thermal. So the thermal material, you can see that. And then it has a cinch top. And it's really big. Like this is meant for like groceries or sports activities. And you can roll it up. I figured it out the other day. Have you guys played with it? Anyone has it? You figured out how to roll it up?
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. So you fold up the bottom, and then you bring in the sides. I think I tucked in the handles. Fold in the sides, and then you roll it from the bottom. And they did this because they saw a lot of us were like rolling some of our bags and stuffing it into like the zipper pouch. And then they said, okay, well then let's give them a bag where they don't have to use a zipper pouch. It rolls and it has Velcro. I think I did it backwards, hold on. It has Velcro and folds by itself, and I think I didn't roll it enough. I think it's supposed to be tighter, but where they can keep it in their car and it's ready for groceries or whatever you need the bag for. So that's the Quick Cinch. And then the other one
on one of my groups though, be careful, tell your customers don't pick it up by the cinch part. Make sure they use the handles because one of their husbands picked it up by the cinch and it ripped. So just
Always by the handles then.
yeah.
Good to know. Okay, so mine's full and it's too full to like empty out really quick. But I've been using this to take to school because I know this one we market it to teachers. We market this one to teachers because it really is a cute little teacher bag. But honestly, I take way too much stuff to just use that. So I've been taking this one. This is the new deluxe organizing utility tote. So it's like the big sister to the one that's on sale for customers. It still has the mesh pockets, except now it has a zipper pocket on one side, and it has a Velcro pocket on the other side. And then the inside is just big open space. And inside I keep all my stuff for school. And so I keep a Super Swap It. This one has like my planner and my notebook and all my papers. And then this one has my laptop. Have you seen the Savvy Sleeve? It's pretty cool. It will fit, like my MacBook is pretty thin and it's 15-inch, so it'll fit. There's dimensions, I think, on 31 today if you're trying to see if a laptop will fit. Otherwise, you sell it as a business sleeve where they can put their business supplies. Ladies at work can take their stuff with them. Anyway, so those two things for $30, and personalization is free when you party, and your party gets to $600. The extra thing that's this month, and it's not every month, is that when the hostess party gets to $600, she can choose any item she wants for free in the catalog, except hostess. Hostess exclusives are the ones that only hostesses can buy. So those don't count. But so we're pushing our parties to 600, and if they can get to 400 by their own self after you party with them, you just tell them, hey, 3 or 4 more orders will get you to 600, and you can choose anything you want for free, like the weekender that's $80, a round town tote that's, what is it, $78, or like the retro metro bag. How much is that one? $58. So any of our highest price items, the duffel that's $80, they can get for free with a $600 party. They did that only once before since I've joined. And I had ladies picking like our most expensive purse at that time was $148. So we're pushing our parties to 600. If they can get to 400 just from their own party, and then you ask them to get some outside orders, it's easy to get them to 600. Hi, Robin. I just saw you joined us.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so that's September. Any questions on products or hostess stuff? No? Pretty good explanation? Okay, so let's talk about booking parties real quick. And there is 3 videos that I always recommend that we got recorded when we did them a few months ago. And it's, if you search our team page, it's called Booking Boot Camp. And it's really just a step-by-step on how to book your first 4 parties and then keep partying after that. But basically, you get your calendar ready, mark the dates that you have available, and then when you start asking, make your list. So statistically, 1 in 10 people will say yes. That's overall for all direct sales companies. I think 31 has a little bit better statistic. I heard something about 1 in 6 or 7 say yes. So if you're trying to book 2 parties for this month, you're going to have to ask around 20 people. And this is the very first time you're doing these, or any time that you have a blank calendar. But usually if you can start getting a couple parties on your calendar, you don't have to every month do the same thing. What we call cold calls, because you're just asking people randomly, right? Not random, just out of the blue. It's not like they just partied, unless, I mean, you can ask those people too. But when you're first starting in your business, what we call cold calls is when you just call up a friend and say, hey, I just joined 31. I'm excited to show some products. Would you like to earn some for free? Those are cold calls. But from those parties that you get yeses from, you book more parties. And then you don't have to keep making those cold calls that are kind of uncomfortable to do for us because we're not used to it, right? And so that Booking Bootcamp series, it's 3 parts, 3 videos, really teaches you how to get started and then how to keep going. And then when someone says no, not right now, they're usually not rude about it because, they know us and they're friends, and they'll say, no, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm too busy right now. And you say, oh, I totally understand. Then would you mind if I asked you again in a couple of months to see if it's a better time? And most of the time, I'll get a yes. Oh yeah, sure. And you say, okay, can I call you back in November, or can I ask you back in November? Oh, sure. And so I'll mark them down. And here on the side of my planner, you can see I have a list already in November for people. These have said yes, actually. So we just need to pick a date when it gets closer. But then I usually have a list, like a separate list of the maybes that say, yeah, follow back, ask me again. And so that's how I, when I get close to the month, I'll look at the next month and see who had said yes to party, and we book parties that way. And that way I'm not making cold calls every month trying to get parties on my calendar, because that isn't as fun. So when you ask, just real quick, when you ask, there's 3 parts to the question. The first one is you share your excitement. So your excitement could be you're excited you just joined, or you're excited the fall catalog just started, or you're excited about you could earn, your hostesses could earn a free product. Some kind of excitement. Tell them, then the number 2 is tell them what they can get out of it. They obviously know they're going to help you with your business, but what are they getting out of it? And you can say, I can help you get some free stuff. You can get your own free product, anything you want. What can they get out of it? And then number 3 is to ask a yes or no question. Don't leave it up in the air. Oh, let me know. People don't usually respond to a let me know. They will in their mind. They just won't type it out and send it back. So a yes or no question. And usually my yes or no questions are, I have 2 dates in September open. Do you want to party with me? And that's a yes or no question, because they're more likely to respond if they know you're waiting to hear back. I don't open up my whole month and say, well, what day works for you? I already know what days work for me, and those are the ones I offer. And it's very rare that they'll say none of those dates. And I'll say, okay, well, let me look back, and if I need to, I'll readjust. Most of the time we work it out that way, but it's very rare that someone will say none of your dates work. Most of the time it helps to give them like 2 or 3 options and no more than that, because it's overwhelming for someone who's already busy. We're all busy. So it's overwhelming for someone who's already busy to open up their calendar and try to pick a date, because what is the first thing their eye is going to go to? Oh, I hear an echo. You guys hearing an echo?
That's me. Sorry.
No, you're okay. So when a busy person opens up their calendar to pick a party date, their mind first goes to everything they're already doing. And then they're like, oh man, this month is already full. And you're more likely to get a no. But if you give them a couple of dates and say, look, I have the 6th open and I have the 19th open. Would one of those work for you? It's easier to look and say, oh yeah, I don't have anything that day, instead of looking at the whole month at a glance and going, oh, this month is full already. Online parties are easy that way because they don't have to clean their house. They don't have to leave their house. And everyone just gets online at the same time. And so before I go into ways to party, any questions on booking parties real quick? Is that kind of helpful?
Yes.
Okay, so as you start booking, make your list of 40 if you're trying to get 4 parties, or 20 if you're trying to get 2. I always overbook. So if I know I need for my paycheck to have 3 parties, I try to book 4 or 5. And so just kind of overbook as you're trying to book those parties. If you have any questions, just send me a private message or a text. I'm always happy to help. I know something might come up as you're asking questions to your friends. If you've already sold some stuff, if you've already hosted a couple parties, that's where I would start. Go back to your Facebook parties and see first who ordered. Because when you follow up and say, hey, how was those bags? Have you been loving using them? Most of the time you're going to get a yes. Every once in a while there might be something like, it ripped, and then you can help them with the 90-day. Who's this Samsung that just joined us? Trying to say
That's
hi.
Anna, my little sister.
Oh, hi.
That's
Hi.
Anna, my little sister.
Oh, hi. I know, like, okay, I don't know everybody's face right now. We have 50 people in Team Mardonis downline. It's kind of crazy. Like, I still can't wrap my mind around it. So anyway, what was I saying? I got sidetracked. Something about...
Go back to
Yeah.
previous list.
Yes, go back to your parties. If you've already partied, even if you partied before you joined, and someone else on this team was your consultant, go back to that party on Facebook, go to past events, check who partied, check who said going and who didn't order, because maybe they didn't have money at the time. And if they didn't, then maybe they want to party and get some stuff for free. Check who ordered, because maybe now that they've used a couple of bags, they want a few more. And so I would go back to your past parties if you've done that. And if not, just start with your closest friends. Your very closest friends are usually the ones most likely to say yes because they want to help you out. And you just tell them, you help me out, I'll help you out, I'll give you some stuff for free. And that really gets my business going. So anyway, let's post those graphics. I booked a September party and I booked an October party. I want to see those as your booking parties. And it's not too late to book for September. In fact, I need to book a couple more myself. So those are ways to book. Now, ways to party. You can party online. And for those that are new and just joined, Roseanne is my sponsor and our executive director. So the titles go consultant, senior consultant, director. That's my title. And then senior director and then executive director. Roseanne's an executive director. She's doing a huge team Facebook party for anyone who recently joined and wants to launch their business through her. Like, she's going to go live. She's going to post everything. All you need to have is a link for your friends to order from. And that's tomorrow night. And so it's happening pretty soon, but it's not too late. If you start tonight or in the morning and just tell your friends, hey, I just became a 31 consultant. I want to share some of the products. One of our leaders is having a live video. Would you mind if I invited you to the event? That's super easy. Then you just add them to the event. All I need to see before I add you is something I hostess coach. And that's a list of 40 people you're going to invite. And that's because that's what we ask our hostesses to do. And so she's kind of following her hostess coaching. And as soon as you send me a picture or type out a list of your 40 names of who you're going to invite, we'll add you to the event. Now, if you just want to watch and you're not going to add anybody, I don't mind adding you that way. And you can just see what she posts, because it's nice to see other people's style. If you've only seen one person's style of partying, sometimes it's easy to think, oh, that's the only way to do it. But you party according to your personality. If you're not comfortable with live videos yet, maybe record yourself and post a recording, or start with good graphics. And we're going to work on posting a lot of pictures on our team page that anybody can use for their parties. But if you just want to see how she parties, that's fine. But I really encourage you, if you're new especially, to use this as your launch party and make yourself the hostess this month. Get to that $600 or the $1,000 if you're new, because then you're also in your Start Swell earning that business credit, right? Or push to $1,200. $1,200 gets 2 free products. So anyway, you can be your own hostess when you launch your party. And not only do you get your commission paycheck, you get the hostess benefits. And then if you're in Start Swell, you get that business credit. So let me know. Send me a private message if you have any questions about tomorrow's party. She just posted an update with information. And so I'm going to go watch her video in a minute, and then I'll update on the team page, whatever is for tomorrow. Any questions on that? Ways to party? We go back to that. So you can party online. You can party in person, either at somebody's house, or I've done a Starbucks party. I've done a restaurant party. Most restaurants let you use the back room for free as long as you order drinks and appetizers or something. And then you can also do a fundraiser. I'm going to be posting tonight on the team page a flyer that one of our leaders had someone make, because the Zip Top Organizing Utility Tote makes a really good fundraiser. So if you have a school or organization that needs to earn some money, I'll be posted that's longer than 10 minutes that we have left. So I'll be posting about that in the next couple of days if anyone wants to try to get a fundraiser going. But they could essentially earn at least $12.50 per bag that they sell. More if you want to give up part of your commission. But $12.50 is without you giving up any of your money that you're earning. So it's a really good fundraiser. I've had from my church, the kids club that we have, I had one church do it here in Fort Worth, and they earned over $500. Like, that was their profit. So it's a really good fundraiser this month. Any questions on ways to party? There's a lot of information tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I usually don't have this much stuff, but if we run out of time after 10 minutes and you still have questions, I can hop back on. All right, party scripts. I know one of the things that would make me nervous when I first started was I didn't know what to post on my parties. Basically, you just copy someone else's party. That's the easiest way to get comfortable doing it until you're comfortable coming up with your own posts. And even now, I don't. I pick and choose from other people's parties. I'll tell my other consultant friends, like, hey, can you add me to one of your parties? And I'll just pick some of their posts that are like, oh, that's good. And I'll just take, their words and their pictures. And so the best way to do party scripts on Facebook is just to copy someone else. And so if you want to see one of my parties, I don't have one until not next week, the week after. Or one of Roseanne's, that's tomorrow. You do that and you just copy. I try to keep it simple. I do about 3 or 4 posts a day leading up to the day of the party. I do a one evening party where I get on live for about 30 minutes. But usually I do like a video. So 31 has a YouTube channel that you can subscribe to for free, where they have videos on anything. What is 31? 31 Gives, which is the money we give to charities. The special for the month. And so there's lots of good ways to find videos without you having to do your own. But yeah, basically just copy someone else's, and I'll try to get a party post script onto our team page too, so you can copy from there. Any questions on party scripts? Am I going too fast?
No.
I feel like I'm talking a lot tonight.
Will you add me to Roseanne's thing so I can?
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
I will add you. Let me make a note. I'll forget.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Questions or? Okay. It's been a while, so I feel like I have a lot that we have to cover. Plus, you have a lot of new ladies on here. I'm so excited. Yes?
You can add me too.
Toy. Okay. Toy, do you want to make this your launch party?
No.
Okay. You want a separate one?
I feel like a fish out of water, so I don't.
Okay. It's really not that hard. Like, if you just, all you have to do is invite your friends. She's doing it all for you, and I'll help you set up your link for them to order. But
Okay.
it really
Add me
isn't
too.
hard. You want to do it too, Rennie?
Yes.
Okay, so if this
It has to be 40 people, 40 names.
40 is our goal, because usually if we invite 40, there will be about 10 that order. And
Oh,
10
okay.
ordering will get you close to 600, which is what we try to get our hostesses to.
So I just add them under
Yeah,
your name, or
I would invite, I always send a little message either before or right after you add them to the event, because I never like to be invited without my friends saying, hey, I really want you to check out my party.
right.
Honestly,
Yes.
that's just me. But if I have a friend that just like adds me to their party and doesn't tell me anything, I probably won't even look at it.
Got it.
But if my friend says, hey, I'm having an Usborne party, you want to check out some books? And they sent that message to me, I'm more likely to be like, yeah, I'll look at what you're selling. And so I just like to be personal about it. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm in the middle of my launch party right now.
Uh-huh.
Can I be added on to the party tomorrow and not anybody? Because I feel like adding them twice would be.
Yeah. Yes, I'll add you so you can watch.
Okay.
And use any of her posts that you need to.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So we have 6.5 minutes left. So I'll just talk really quick about our free trip for next year and then any questions you have left. So 31 gives us a chance to earn a free, all expense paid for the most part, trip. And the reason I said for the most part is depending on what level you earn, like the trip for this year, I didn't earn the level which gave me free airfare. So my husband and I had to buy our tickets. But the level 2, level 3 was free tickets as well. So the, but I think it was because it was a cruise flying out from Florida because in the past years when it was like a destination trip, they would pay for airfare even starting at level 1. We won't know details yet, so I can't speak to how, you know, what the details are to earning it, but I can talk about how to plan to earn it. Because from what I heard, it might be a little easier to earn this year, but we really won't know until they say, and they haven't said anything yet. So really the best thing to do is just to start partying, because at the party, like it's easy to collect a few orders here and there and keep your business, like maintain your minimums that way. But if you're in this to maybe make some money, maybe pay some bills, pay for Christmas, pay off debts, take a trip with your family. So you're in this to earn some money. The best way to do that is just to get partying, because what partying does, kind of broadens your circle of customers, because your friend that you're partying with has friends that you don't know. And so that's how you get the word out that you're a consultant. That's how you get the most orders. And then from there, you book more parties. And when you're partying, not only are you booking parties, but you're kind of showing people what you do. And when they see, oh, she just gets on for a few minutes to show some bags and she's making money doing that. And if they're bag ladies like us and they like the bags just like we do, they might say, hey, I think I can do that. And that's when the conversation starts. I mean, you think back to your conversation and whoever sponsored you. You showed a little bit of interest. You had a back and forth conversation. You decided to try it out. There are people out there looking for this. I mean, the direct sales industry is just exploding because there's a lot of ladies looking for this flexibility and potential to earn money. So conversations start, for me, most of the time at a party. And when you have conversations about the business opportunity, it's the same thing as hosting. 1 in 10 will probably say yes. And so your team starts growing. And from 3 years ago when I was by myself, and it took me 6 months to get a team member, and it was my cousin who started with me. And it was just me being comfortable talking about what I was doing and how to do what I was doing. And my team started growing. And it can grow for you too. And for different people, it grows at different rates. But it's the partying and new team members that really will help you earn the trip. You could earn the trip with as few as 4 team members. But for sure, you have to become a leader by the end of the earning period. And all that means is 4 team members that have sold their first $1,000. And then there's a couple of other requirements that once you're partying really aren't a huge deal, because then your team is also and you'll meet your minimums that way. But so partying and talking to people about what you do is the best way to increase your paycheck, because your title will change as you add new team members.
Quiet.
And as your team grows, that's really where the business is. So, any questions in the last 2.5 minutes? And if there's a lot, I can get back on. Yeah. Comments? Anything you're excited about this month? It's a really fun month. It's a really fun time to be with 31. There's an excitement that starts with fall.
Almost Christmas.
Exactly. Kids are back in school. Things are back in a routine. It's almost Christmas. The cooler weather is coming. And there's an excitement in the air. And so it's easier to book parties in this time of the year. It's easier to sell because people are already thinking about their gifts. And so we, as a company, an average, we sell more these next 5 months than the past 7 months. And so it's just a really exciting and fun time to join and to start. And I'm really excited that everyone is here and getting started. Please don't hesitate to ask questions to your sponsor, to me, on the team page. Whatever you need, just ask, because that's how we all started. And I still have questions that I ask my sponsor. So that's what we're here for. That's what I love about our team. And I'm just really excited to see everyone get going and dream big. So In Pursuit is our name, and we are pursuing something. You got on this team to go after something. Keep that in mind and set your goals and aim high. It can happen. But any last minute? If not, we can get on back on, or send me a private message or a text.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for joining. It's been a little while. I try to do these twice a month. I'll let you know when the next one will be. And just prayers for all those people in Florida. I'm really more worried about them than the trip. I mean, the trip is just a trip, but this is their livelihood. So prayers for them and those in Houston area. All right, ladies, I guess that's it. If you think of something, let us know. Set your dates, pick your launch party, and we're going to kick the season off. It's going to be fun.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. I'll post the recording for those that were not able to join, and you can watch back if you missed something. Anyway, bye. Have a good